Hello everybody! Today I will to try recreated the recipe for the original McDonald's hamburger. This date between 1940 to 1955. This burger used to cost 15 cents. However, I doubt that this burger will accurately perfect that price taking inflation into consideration. So, in this video I will calculate the approximate final cost of one of the hamburgers I made and compare it to the price of one sold in Rush today. Will be interesting. Let's begin. Heat your water and milk to about 35 degrees Celsius. Then add sugar, yeast, salt, eggs and vegetable oil. The eggs should be kept at room temperature before mixed them in. After all of the ingredients are mixed in, we will wait for the sugar to dissolve and for the yeast to begin to rise. Once the yeast begins to work, we will add flour and begins to knead the dough. We will knead the dough, grind the boil with oil and allow it to brew in a warm place for about 30 minutes. We will divide the dough into 6 pieces. You can feel free to use a scale if you would like each bun to be the exact same size. Each of my pieces are about 126 grams. We will now grind the form with oil and roll the pieces of dough into balls. Once you have made a ball, cover it with a food wrap and allow the dough to rest. Now we will begin use parchment paper. I'm creating 4 rings with a diameter for 11 centimeters. I'm then fold the foil and several layers and secure the seams there as stapler. Now I will take these balls and place them in the oven, take 15 degrees and cover them with a wrap while I wait for them to rise again. Let's move on to the ground meat and how to make the burger patty. I'm not sure what the ratio of meat to fat was in the original McDonald's burger, but in my opinion the ideal ratio would be 70% or 80% beef and 20 or 30% fat. It's very important to mix and beat off the minced meat in order to remove excess air so that the patties don't fall apart during the frying process. I'm going to form a ball from the minced meat like this. Keep in mind when you begin frying the meat, the diameter of the patty will decrease, so make sure that your meat ball is slightly larger than the bun. Now it's time to grease the buns with water. Sprinkle them with sesame seeds and put them back into oven, which I have preheated to 119 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. Typically, a milkshake is the beverage of choice that is served with a burger. Of course, this is not the healthiest option, but it certainly is tasty. To make a milkshake, add ice cream, milk, and any berries or fruit that you would like. Also, I have noticed that in the original McDonald's recipe they add any ice to their milkshake. I don't see the purpose or need to add ice to the milkshake. I'm going to use 1 cup of vanilla ice cream, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of strawberry jam. If you are using fresh strawberries, then it would be best to add more sugar to the recipe to make it sweeter. As you can see, the buns have turned out very soft and airy. These buns are perfect for hamburgers. They turn out just like McDonald's. I'm not sure how the buns were originally fried, but in my opinion, the way that I fried my buns is much more delicious than how they currently taste at McDonald's. Now add ketchup, mustard, and cut cucumbers. Put all of the ingredients together onto your burgers and enjoy. If you would like to make it a cheeseburger, then just add a slice or two of cheese. The cost of McDonald's burger in Russia is. If we calculate the approximate cost of a hamburger that we prepared, it turns out Now it's time to compare the hamburger that's currently sold in Russia with the original recipe I have recreated in this video. Unfortunately, McDonald's has left Russia due to the current political climate. However, now in Russia we have something called Tasty and that's it. Вкусно и точка, which is possible to replace McDonald's. All Russians still call it McDonald's though. review and unpacking вкусная точка, tasty and point, original пакет, пустой, без логотипа. Так. Hamburger, cheeseburger, так, cheeseburger, not кунжут, как сказать, нет, you can see different этот шляпка, cheeseburger, так, тоже it's different regional, ну, testing point, homemade, пакет, лого, тип, палочка. Так, and homemade cocktail and Mcdonald's. Вкусная точка. Коктейл. Tasty. Он такой сладкий. More sugar. Very sugar. Так. Окей. Так. Смотрим начинку. Так, хамбургер. Original. One этот огурец.
Cucumber.
Cucumber. Another three cucumber.
What is that? It appears to be a hamburger.
Not a McDonald's burger, it's not. Look at all that ketchup. You got 3 pickles on there instead of 2. Look at that. Look at that. Lettuce.
Так. Ну, котлет. Так себе. Так. Cheeseburger. One cucumber. 3 cucumber. Надо. Как сказать? Так. И homemade. Homemade cheeseburger. Чик. Не было круглых. Раунд. На тесте. Ну и Хамбургер. Вот. Проверяем. Вкус. This burger like the paper. No good. Homemade hamburger. Tasty. Tasty more than McDonald's original burgers. Вот. 1000 person. Или 100. Вкусно. Tasty and point. Cheeseburger. Unboxing. Tasty.
50-50.
50-50. But bifsteaks like a paper. Cheeseburger homemade. Мягкий, как? Soft. No questions. homemade cheeseburger is winner today. Goodbye.